Doo-doo-doo. Hello, we're live. We're back. Welcome back. We just had that scene with Charlian trying to save everyone in Garlemald. No, everyone. Sorry, they were trying to get to the teleporter here. To the moon. But then the end of days started happening over here too, as you can see from the sky. I still can't get over the Meteon scene. That was crazy. What else? Oh, and then the scene with between Julius and Xenos. And I feel like the way they're playing the story, it seems like Xenos is going to maybe become an ally at some point. But after everything he's done to like all the people he's killed and all the atrocities he committed, I don't think it would be okay to let his character like live on or even have some semblance of forgiveness. Yeah. I actually really like this character after that scene too. I think before when we left, it seemed like he was falling apart, but now it seems like he's got himself together, and it's kind of good to see. I also thought it was kind of I'm actually surprised to see him too, because when they showed the people being transformed, especially the ones in Alamigo, it seemed like one of the characters was him in a different outfit, because the shadow started appearing. But I don't think it was because he's here. Should manifest here too and everything. And then the scene with Heidelin before too, that was crazy. Like, she felt because she was her primal basically, she felt, but it's kind of different with her. She felt every like affliction that we suffered throughout the battles. And just that everything that happened in the last few streams with Heidelin, Meteon, and Hermes. He's such a good character. Oh. Oh, I think we already spoke to them last time. I believe so. There's a line that I missed from him between Alphanode and him, but I don't know. I should take it. Lucia. Outside help. Lucia's taking stock of the present situation.
No major injuries then. Good.
Yeah, it's voiced.
I briefed the recovered soldiers and sent them on their way as quickly as I could, but nevertheless feared they would not make it in time.
The additional support was invaluable. Your men saved more than a few lives. Though not all, I regret to say.
I take it that I'm addressing Lucia Junius. I'm the Forum's envoy, Forchano Leveilleur. And you are owed an explanation for these most dire developments.
Dear.
Another trial wrought by the final days. I was beginning to suspect as much. You doubtless feel some consternation having been forced to abandon your original plan. But trust me when I say you were right to send the refugees elsewhere. Beasts
Yeah.
have been sighted within the capital. Perhaps it was a stroke of grim fortune that the population was decimated beforehand, as they've yet to appear in any great number, but in time. In any case, Maxima leads the remainder of the contingent in an effort to cull the creatures and evacuate the populace as we speak.
Oh dear. There's been so much death in this
Once
expansion.
the airships have taken to the skies, I pray your men can be persuaded to join him.
You'll permit us to retain our weapons?
I wouldn't have sent you after the Scions were I expecting you to stab them in the back.
And I, for one, would not consider past transgressions more relevant than future contributions. Regardless of the circumstances that saw us at odds before, we need men of courage now, more than ever.
That's so strange. I feel like the only downside to this expansion is that Garlemald was so... I don't know. It feels strange the way they did the whole Garlemald thing. It feels like it was rushed a bit. But I get there was a lot of story to get through.
We swore to defend Garlemald, and so we shall.
It seems you have everything under control. You will excuse me then, for mine own duties await.
A moment, Master Fortuno.
His dad's such a
You
bitch.
did desire to express your appreciation for services rendered, did you not?
I did. Though if you intend to again ask that Charlian alter its course, you will find my gratitude insufficient.
'Tis nothing so onerous. I wish to hear the details of this grand endeavor of yours.
Oh.
Do you swear
He's
to
coming
listen and to
through.
learn, and not to embark upon some scheme to impede us?
I swear.
Hold on. Like, I think the impeding was coming from their side, more so.
Any other I would doubt, but you I trust to keep your word. For not once have you broken it. Very well. I will request that the Forum make you privy to our plans. You may await our summons at the Baldessian Annex, assuming the
Oh, okay.
decision is in your favor. Does that suffice?
It does. You have my thanks.
Okay.
Excellent. You can regale us with tales of your most recent sojourn to the First while we wait.
There's a lot, girl. I feel like we should have told Kryl of, like, everything. What?
Did you hear something just now?
What? What? Where is it? Oh no, they're here. Why did the moon people come here? Pudding? What's going on? Is this Pudding Way?
Where is this stars blasted pudding?
Oh, there's none here. Why are you here? Why did you come here of all times? It's like the worst time to come here. Oh my god.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night.
Oh my god, Riandra, he keeps saying this fucking
This
line.
bitter climb bring warmth and comfort.
Oh my god, it's so
It
funny.
is heartening to see such an assembly upon my return. I thought often of you whilst I looked down upon our star's brilliance from the moon above.
Yes, but what are you doing here? And dressed like that? Aren't you cold?
Verily.
It says
I
Alizé
fear for
in
my
shorts.
health should I proceed to expound upon our purpose ere I procure more suitable garments.
Oh my god.
Then allow me to summarize. We're here because none of you lot are up there. Nor has anyone deigned to send word about any changes in the plans. It's rude, is what it is.
Oh no.
At least that's what I thought at first, but then folks got to wondering if you weren't in a spot of bother, so we decided to take matters into our own hands. Come down here and help, if our help be needed.
How have they not been attacked this whole time?
So she says, but it's also something of a convenient excuse to visit Etheris. Oriange made it sound absolutely marvelous. More so before the impending doom, but still. And it's not like there will ever be a better time. What with the aforementioned doom?
Oh my god, their presence is such.
Marvelous, they say, yet not an ounce of pudding to be found. I must suffer Oriange's inferior works no more.
Hey! Maybe consider the plight of present company before you go blathering on about pudding and doom?
Their presence gives such levity to this whole experience. It's nice.
As I was saying, should you require any assistance with whatever, we are at your disposal.
With whatever.
We were born from Heidelin's love for the lives of this star, so naturally we would much prefer to see them continue. Twiddling our thumbs up on the moon is hardly conducive to that, though, is it? Aye, not when you've all got such precious thoughts and feelings and hopes for the future deserving of more active preservation. Speaking to Oriange made us realize that while we've carried out our duties to the letter, we've failed to fulfill them in spirit. From there, it was just a hop, skip, and a jump towards resolving to do better.
Oh my god, they're so
please,
cute.
show us how. Help us help you.
Forgive me, but are they...
Thy distant collaborators, indeed.
Hail, fellow, well met. You'd be a member of the Forum, would you? It's an honor and a pleasure to meet you at last.
Aw, well, they fucked up with not sharing the heights of people.
I'm Livingway, Heidelin's right paw. That last bit is very important. As am I, if I may humbly say so myself.
I bid you welcome to our star, Livingway. On behalf of
This is
the
so
Forum,
funny.
I thank
'Cause he's
you
so
for traveling
serious.
such a distance to meet us. As you have surmised, preparations for the Exodus have not proceeded as smoothly as we had hoped. I should be happy to personally escort you to our headquarters in Charlian, where you may advise us as you deem fit.
They're acting like they didn't
Was
almost
with
die like a moment ago.
reluctance that I set aside the great work of readying the moon for habitation. Be assured that I did so only after the Loporrits made plain their earnest desire to come hither, and I myself felt a growing certainty that their contributions here would prove invaluable.
Oh my gosh.
'Tis trite, perhaps, but I followed my heart.
Aw, Oriange, you're almost a human now. Damn.
I am no esteemed philosopher of Eld. Nevertheless, 'tis my hope that what little knowledge I shared shall serve them well, and perchance help save us all. Will thou attend us at the Forum and lend thine own wisdom?
Putting ways in the background.
If that's all quite settled, can we start moving before Urianger catches his death? Even I'm freezing out here.
Well, you're wearing shorts, so.
Oh, I dare say you'll warm up quickly once you're aboard the airship. Sat shoulder to shoulder with our fur-covered friends.
Let's go. Oh, they teleported us, I guess? Automatically? I didn't consent to this teleport. Oh, we're in Charlian now. So pretty here. I dare say Master Fosherno was as nonplussed as we to learn the identity of Heidelin's lunar custodians, as he will sooner discover they have much and more to offer to the Forum. Might I suggest we return to the Annex forthwith? We may yet have time to discuss the recent adventures ere we are summoned to the Rostra. Okay. Oh, look, there's like auroras. Oh, I could have. Whoops, I should have just gone this way. Doesn't. Diminutive gleaner seems like a kind of offensive term to talk about a Lalafell. Yay, okay, let's go in. We have to share about the Dynamis thing, Meteon. And Hermes. Not that I'm complaining, Oranger, but I wasn't expecting to see you quite so soon. Nor I thee. In extolling the virtues of Ithyrus, I did inadvertently awaken in the Loporits a desire to avert our beloved star's demise. Kryl tells us you have obtained new knowledge that may aid us in our ongoing efforts. I have news to share regarding the study of the ethereal sea, but your findings are certain to have greater interest, and so I would rather hear them first. To what revelations did Heidelin's Elpis flower lead? We went back in time from Elidibus. It's a lot, girl. Then this dynamis is what drives the final days. If it is Akasa, it and Akasa are one and the same. This is all but proves Nidhana's theory. We're an entity through sheer force of emotion to channel its vast dormant reservoir into a raging river. Its power might surpass even that of ether. But if our star is so replete with ether, that said entity would need to be outside its influence to effectively manipulate the dynamis of the great expanse. Meteon, or rather the sorrow and suffering of fallen civilizations that she has been hoarding for millennia. Untold anguish and fear and hatred drawn from every corner of the universe, all for a single purpose: the destruction of Ithyrus. Then our foe is no longer some unknowable calamity. We have but one aim: to defeat Meteon. Oh man. You make it sound so simple, but you're not wrong. vanquish Meteon and we deliver the world from the final days, but to even attempt it, there are two conditions. First, we must determine her location, at the edge of the universe. Before Meteon escaped, an enchantment was placed upon her by Vena, the woman who would become Hydaelyn. The implications of the temporal magics are not entirely understood, and so we cannot assume that our Hydaelyn and Vena, the Vena you met in Elpis, are one and the same. Nevertheless, due to her intrinsic qualities as an all-powerful being, I'd wager that Hydaelyn possesses the knowledge we seek. Whether she would share that knowledge with us, however, remains to be seen. After all, she intends for us to flee Aetherius, not to stay. Do you suppose she abandoned her pursuit of Meteon? No, Meteon is still out there. Though not for the lack of trying on Hydaelyn's part, surely that's why she used me as a conduit for her will to provide clues such as the Elpis flower. I believe she has been waiting for mankind's answer to Hermes' question. Damn, what a question that was. So, what is the second condition? We must find a means to reach Meteon. Naturally, our chosen method will depend entirely upon wheresoever she has made her nest. Then communing with Hydaelyn must by necessity come first. Did you and Master Matoi have any luck with your investigation into the Ethereal Sea? Sadly not. Though we enlisted the help of Arvenvald and Echo-blessed allies, we couldn't detect so much as a whisper from Hydaelyn, even from within the antitower. Master Matoya is of the opinion that in the years since abandoning it, the Forum has found some other method of receiving instructions from Hydaelyn. What? If so, it would most likely be some form of apparatus for observing the Ethereal Sea, built closer to home, so here. Sorry to interrupt, but we received word from the Forum. Your presence is required in the Rostra, where they intend to discuss the Great Exodus. Okay. Then Father was able to persuade them. They're finally taking us seriously. Let's hear what they have to say. Well, there's no more war, so there's no reason for them to oppose us so heavily. To think the Crystal Tower, the first, is capable of such feats as sending one soul into the distant past. The events that you witnessed and helped shape may yet hold the key to forestalling the final days. Many of my great friends. Oh. What's this? Hatching Tide season event has begun? Oh, anyway. And made those whose selfless efforts saw the 8th Umbral Calamity averted, and in this timeline at least, too much has been sacrificed for those of us who abandon Aetherius now. After sending Graha and Estinian back to Garlemald, I stayed in Locus Ammonius. For a time, being an imperial province, I was able to... Oh, it was already in turmoil before the onset of the final days. You wouldn't believe the difficulties we had overseeing the evacuation of the villages we visited. I had faith the detachments we left behind will continue to work and shepherd the people to safety, to what safety could be found in a world coming to an end. Master Matoya has suspected for some time that the Forum has been constructing a new facility for the purpose of surveying the Ethereal Sea. Of course, as a custodian of the Antitower, which would presumably be rendered obsolete as a result, she has a few things to say about that. Nothing that should be repeated in polite company, you understand. After you left for Garlemald, I went to Labyrinthos and tried to reach Hydaelyn using the Elpis flowers. Alas, my attempts were in vain. I only assumed that she spent the vast amount of her power in the Oh, sorry. In the confrontation with Fandaniel, and is presently unable to communicate. Indeed, her presence has left my body. As her presence left my body, I could feel how faint it had grown. Taru. I hope you don't mind me staying behind while you attend another big meeting. The roster reminds me a bit too much of the supremely scary tribunal in Ishgard. You'll forgive me if I keep my distance. Father has granted us the opportunity we've been waiting for. Though we may not know the information, if any, they intend to reveal, there is only one way to find out to the rostra. That was much a quicker response than I was expecting. Nice to know our efforts in the Magna Glacies did not go unnoticed. At first I wasn't sure what to make of Hermes and his motives, but it's like we discussed at the Great Work, when faced with the harsh realities of life, some seek the release of death. Others grow defiant. They fight. Either way, it is our right to choose. 'Twas Heidelin's commandment at the event of Zodiac. In the event that Zodiac should perish, the leopards were to deliver the people of Aetheris from harm. Though that be the limit of their duties, they possess knowledge unparalleled of the great expanse, and the means its traversal. Should they be persuaded to assist in the efforts to reach Meteon, we would do well to heed their counsel. Yeah. Austria. Oh, it's daytime. Weird. The forum is in session, and as such, the rostra is closed for visitors. A sign of the seventh dawn. Very well, you may wait in the corridor. Of course, entry will only be permitted on the condition that you leave your armaments at the door. Lest you forget, this sacred institution holds rational discourse in the highest. Implements of war are expressly forbidden. Okay. Hua! No, it's okay. What? Is this not the rostra? I wonder why we made the waiting part of this so long.
There is a matter I wish to raise with you before we enter.
Okay.
We are here to listen and to learn. But if the forum's plans are more or less what I expect, then I should like to make a proposal that will serve our ends.
Okay.
By your leave, of course.
I don't see why not. Your words and wits have gotten us this far. Agreed. I will present our queries so that you may consider the most advantageous way to advance your proposal without distraction.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay.
If I may have your attention, the ad hoc session will now commence.
Okay.
The purpose of today's assembly is to brief the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, at their request, on the Great Exodus.
Okay.
You may enter. On behalf of the Forum, I commend your heroic actions on the Magna Glacies. We shall not soon forget your service to us and the people of Radzat-Han. The Satrap, whom we have informed of the refugees' new arrangements, sings your praises as well.
Okay.
As an expression of our gratitude, we will endeavor to answer your questions as fully and openly as we are able.
Then let us begin. First, it is the Forum's objective to ferry the life and knowledge of this star to the moon. Am I correct?
You are. It is for this purpose that Sharlayan has labored these many long years. We have collected biological samples and scientific records from across the star. When the time comes, they will be moved from their places in Labyrinthos and Numenon and conveyed to safety. Once that critical task has been accomplished, we will begin transporting the Sharlayan citizenry, which has been categorized into groups. The earliest arrivals are to ensure hospitable environs for those who come after. Following our people, we will send those of other nations in turn, beginning with our allies. Radzat-Han was foremost among these, but since the final days have already come to Thavnair, we saw fit to include the refugees with earlier groupings.
Okay, that makes sense.
An ambitious plan. You have accounted for the safety of all nations and tribes, then?
As many as we can.
Oh.
And how, pray tell, do you decide who to leave behind?
Oh dear.
To journey beyond the sky is an unprecedented and immeasurably difficult endeavor. Introducing sources of inevitable conflict would condemn all to certain...
Oh dear. So, who is being left behind? The Beast Tribes?
Questions as to the validity of that approach aside, are your plans proceeding apace? We're under the impression that your primary means of celestial transportation is incomplete.
Mm-hmm.
If only in that it does not meet our optimal parameters, that is correct. This arc, as some have taken to calling it, is fully operational and could be launched even today.
However,
the final days have progressed more quickly than we anticipated. At present, the ship is incapable of attaining speeds sufficient to meet our evacuation targets.
Oh, so it's slow.
If we put the vessel into service, as it is now, we will be unable to travel to the moon and back quickly enough to complete the necessary number of trips. Precious lives and knowledge will be lost.
Dear.
7 hells.
7 hells.
Is there anything to be done?
The ether burner, the primary means of
Oh, I thought he said something else.
space between stars, is undergoing testing to determine whether it can be made more efficient. Though cargo is being loaded for the initial phase of the Exodus, we are prepared to continue our experimentation up to the day before launch, should it prove necessary.
What if the Scions were to solve your problem?
Well,
We shall help devise a means to improve the ether burner's efficiency, on 2 conditions.
no.
If we succeed, you must allow us to meet with Hydaelyn.
Oh dear.
'Twas simple enough to deduce. You have a Concord, and so you would never have abandoned the anti-tower had you no other means of communication.
Mm-hmm.
One far more convenient, I suspect.
The second condition, also to be met upon our success, is that we be permitted to propose another use for your Ark.
Oh dear. What are you thinking, Alphino?
We would be at liberty to refuse this proposal.
Yes.
Of course. If we cannot prove its merit to the 99 here, who are we to stake on it the lives of all peoples of this star?
That's a fair proposal.
Delightful as always, Master Alphino.
Want to Shane.
Oh, we couldn't have asked for a finer plan. Allow us to solve this complex engineering problem of which we were entirely unaware until moments ago. What could possibly go wrong?
Oh no.
The satire writes itself.
Well, we have Graha, Sid, and all the other people.
Yet, what field has not benefited from a change in perspective? When we are at wit's end, what we need is not the same dry theories recited ad nauseam, but fresh inspiration.
Oh. This goodies.
I, for one, have faith in my
I didn't even wait for the proposal.
to provide it, and I find their terms to be perfectly acceptable.
You don't even know what the reason for the arc is.
Order! Order! We have no time to waste on debate. I call a vote. All in favor of agreeing to the Scion's terms?
Okay. I feel like there's like a wealth of knowledge here, and if we spoke to them about Dynamis, they would be able to help with that.
71 in favor, 28 against. The ayes have it.
Oh, nice.
Fortuneau, as the architect of this project, you are the best candidate to show them its current state. And bear in mind that regardless of your personal misgivings, this is the will of the Forum.
Oh, damn.
Very well.
Call this session
Damn,
to
I
a
actually agree with
close.
this guy for once.
Return to your tasks with urgency. The final days wait for none.
Oh dear. The final days. That's crazy that they're just agreeing to that so easily. We didn't even explain why. For espionage may have earned me its head of Archon, but I was completely unaware of the Forum's plans. There may have been clues here and there, but I had been of a mind to look for them. But contemplating that possibly only serves to further wound my pride. Not that anyone could realistically have surmised that this brilliant stratagem was to build a giant ship and fly to the moon. A still larger vessel in truth, and use it to travel to another star. Even now, the whole idea seems positively absurd when spoken aloud. Of late, I have seen no signs of the Loporrites. This being their first opportunity to experience the wonders of Charlian, the potential for a misadventure is nigh infinite. Oh no. Perhaps if Midgar Sommer was still alive in the traditional sense that he is, he could have offered help with the vessel to help the vessel attain the necessary speeds. Then again, there's no one guaranteed his contribution would make enough of a difference in the matter. The further we pursue the mysteries of the universe, the more I struggle to comprehend the fortuitous nature of time itself. We measure and quantify it based on the observations of celestial bodies, such as the sun and moon. But from your account, it is unclear whether the ancients viewed time in a similar manner. I mention this because Vinan knew the final days would reoccur at a defined point in the future, and she presumably had no way of knowing exactly when. Even so, the completion of the Forum's preparation to escape to the moon aligning this closely to the advent of the final days is surely no coincidence. Well, she could look back and forth in time, right? Heidelin was able to look back and forth in time a bit. I'm a little vexed that we've yet to learn the form's replacement for the anti-tower, though I expect that in time they'll share that with us too. That too with us, and with Master Matoya, if they have any sense. I'll admit, bringing up the issue of the form's incomplete arc was more than a little daunting. They were, to their credit, quite open to the current state of affairs. That was even more surprising, though, was when they took Alphinaud up on his offer. I very much like the form's approach selecting whom to save and when. They were not wrong for wanting to minimize the potential conflicts. Fortunately, if this plan of ours actually works, the Great Exodus itself would become entirely unnecessary. Rest assured, I have every intention of honoring the forum's decision. Sorry about not telling you about about not letting the rest of you in on my plan. I was admittedly thinking on my feet for the most part. But since we require both the means of communing with Heidelin and reaching Meteon, in the spur of the moment I saw involving ourselves with the completion of the arc as a way to work toward both objectives simultaneously. However, we must first keep our end of the bargain by solving the problem of the ether burner. I'd like to think of it as not a challenge beyond our combined expertise, or at least the expertise of our extended circle of associates. It might behoove us to learn that the ether burner actually works before we attempt to improve it, though. That's the same thing. Oops. That's the same, okay. For snow. As instructed, I shall take you to see the ether burner, okay? Meet me outside the Archeon, and I trust you can make your own way there. So the Ark is being built in Labyrinthos, hardly surprising. Where else could they conceal such a massive undertaking? How about they get it outside? There must be some pathway underwater or something. Oh, whoops, I went the wrong way. Oh, I can just teleport here. Oops. Labyrinthos. This way. Oh, I guess he wasn't here last time. I guess it didn't manage much of okay on. I'm more very glad. Oh dear. That was a frog. Where did it go? I thought I saw a frog just now. Our destination lies in the lower levels. The Forum, in its wisdom, has granted you access to the Archeon's lift. Step inside and have the Ophaline take you to the medial circuit. I thought he was escorting us. to the medial circuit. I have sent your associates ahead to Logistoken Alpha, on the other side of the Miral ergonomics. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to. No, never mind. It can wait. Let us attend to the matter at hand. Okay. Oh, there's a blue quest here. Oh, I have to go over there. So chill down here compared to up there on the surface. Whoops. I can't fly here yet. Let's grab this blue quest before we go down. Southwest. This is a new person. My sweetest shackles, or one of the Archeon's precious samples of flood. You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? My apologies. I'm Nueli Tia, an archivist. Archeon is home to various samples collected from all across the star, and one such specimen has just escaped. A young troll, or to be specific, he hasn't been set upon by the local predators. Listen, I promise to compensate you, so please help me retrieve my specimen. Okay. So I will continue to search the area. I'd like you to check the 33rd facet. Once you've had a comprehensive look about, please meet me at the Archeon and report your findings. Okay, which way is it? Oh, that's quite far. There's a pathway up here. There it is. So it's over here somewhere. Look at this troll. It's over there. Oh. Oh, okay. Rendezvous with Mia. Not so far away. He's over the Archeon. Let's teleport there. I see, I wasn't able to find the specimen either. For I did meet someone who claimed to have seen in the Morvale forest. Let's head there and see if we can track it down. Forest. Yes, I can be no doubt these are Shaggle's footprints. I have uncovered the specimen's trail. It should be close. If you find it under threat from local fauna, you may dispatch its assailants. Oh dear. Oh, you turned around. Oh dear, there's two looking right at him. Shaggle. Why do they have these creatures here? Dear. It's so tiny. I was not expecting that. Oh, he's so small. Look at him. Oh, I'm so glad you're unharmed. You're safe now. Come on, let's go home, sweetie. Oh, look at him. Buffoon. Girl. It's under threat. I must do something, girl. What? Oh, it's talking. You can understand me? Wait, are you able to communicate with him? Oh, I've never met someone with such a skill before. This bundle of joy was born in Labyrinthos, however he was abandoned by his mother in quite the state. By the time we found him, he possessed a remarkable intelligence for one of his kind. We elected to use him as part of a study into the effects of growing up with an artificial environment. I had seen him making gestures that indicated he'd been reading the tomes here, but I thought he was just copying those around him. To think he actually understands speech. Though I do wonder exactly why you're able to understand him and I am not. Maybe the echo? I wouldn't give to understand him too. You possess the echo, don't you? I find it difficult to grow the way your kind do, but I find it difficult to grr the way your kind do, but I suppose it makes sense that you understand my general sentiments. I happened to learn of said power from the tomes in Archeon, however, or honestly, that buffoon over there is surrounded by a sea of knowledge that he makes no effort to engage in. Oh dear. At any rate, I'm glad to finally have someone to talk to. As I was saying earlier, the Archeon is in grave danger. Some girlless gleaner managed to bring woodworms in with them during the visit. If we leave them here, they're bound to cause irreparable damage to the materials in the facility. I tried my best to tell that buffoon, but it was no use. That's why I took a chance and went in search of my own kind to see if they would help, but you saw how that turned out. Oh. Well, what's he saying? Oh dearie me. Still, it was the most courageous of him to try to solve the issue on his own. Now that we're aware of it, we need to sort out the pest problem at once. Okay. Nah, the world is ending, girl. We can do this some other time. Complete. There are more pressing matters. Although... oh, that's okay. No, we'll do that another time. Quite a ways. Looks like the sun is setting soon. There we are. They certainly didn't make this place easy to traverse. These things. One door's right there. It's quite a ways away. Oh, hello. How's it going? Store. Welcome to this. You missed the craziest shit earlier. I wonder if I can replay it later. We'll see. The world is ending. This place is actually 4. Oh, I didn't get to talk to everyone. It's okay. I'm here to wait while Father arranges for us to use the next lift. Here being Logisticon Alpha, where the atmospheric conditions of Labyrinthos is regulated. Water is drawn from underground and dispersed as vapor, simulating the formation of artificial clouds and rain. By manipulating the temperature and air circulation, they are able to create an ideal environment for the growth and preservation of biological samples kept here. Hold on, how do you know so much about it? Your father brought me here as a child. What, he left me behind? Actually, you were the one who left me behind when you went off somewhere with grandfather. That night before, you'd been asking father how clouds were made. I'd been asking father how clouds were made, so he decided to show me. It was fascinating. I peppered him with questions the entire time. It is all too easy to take granted the many interviewing aspects of the natural world, to grow inured to the wondrous. By having gained an understanding of the complex mechanisms employed by the Loporrit in recreating a similar environment, I have come to view such processes as in new light. The subterranean guardians of Labyrinthos, the lunar prison forged to contain the ancient Zodiarch, and the habitations built in mankind, neath the moon's surface, each unique yet undeniably similar. 'Tis no mere coincidence. Ever since Heidelin unfolded to us the grim fate that awaits Aetheris, every essential resource we could spare has been delivered to Labyrinthos in preparation for the Great Exodus. But that is not all. It is also testing grounds for technology that allow us to settle on distant stars. What? Though the Loporrits have endeavored to make the moon inhabitable, that is not our final destination. Mankind must learn to propagate life where there is none, to thrive where all is barren. Alas, time is not on our side. If I have made arrangements for you to enter the central circuit, it is there that most of our preparations for the Great Exodus is carried out, the construction of the Ark among them. Though your plans have been made public, access remains highly restricted. You, however, will not be subject to said restrictions. You'll have free reign to come and go as you please. Such is the will of the Forum, after all. We will prove ourselves worthy. Trust and trust. Let us proceed. Oh dear. Let's go. Well, it's nighttime now. There's so many people to talk to. Okay. The secrets kept here will be a great benefit. Minor research to curiosity. No idea what makes Alpha so confident we can solve this problem of theirs. Oh well. Always. Whoops. The burner is being constructed not far from here. Overseeing the work is Dankol, whom the forge is named. Once necessary introductions have been made, I shall leave you with him to discuss the particulars this way. Oh, it's a dwarf. Well, their name sounds like a dwarf name. Wait, I want to get that etherite. In case we need it later. Oh, maybe it's not open though. It looks like it's sealed. Oh, there's a door. Oh, that was pretty. It's down there. Alright. A bit too far still. Where does that go? So far away, oh dear. This place is so pretty. And they're all over here. There's so many people now. Closely guarded secret, you can practically see everything from outside. Magical barrier surrounding it. Is he talking to himself? Oh, I think I like this one the most so far. Shadowbringers was really good too though. Just the last scene that we did with Meteon was crazy. Here we go. This guy. This guy? Do not start on him. Who this guy?
I could swap them out. No, been there, done that. Damn near lost me eyebrows. Think, Coco, think! We'd be well on our way to paradise. Visionaries patting themselves on the backs for their grand accomplishments if you'd only think!
Yes, that does sound rather lovely.
Yeah! I mean, Master Force, you know, what a pleasant surprise. We're not blasting off already, are we?
The schedule remains unchanged, for better or worse.
Oh dear.
Which is why the Forum has elected to accept assistance in resolving the ether burner conundrum.
Not seen you lot down here before.
There are Archons among their number, but engineering is not their expertise. Nevertheless, the Forum concedes the slim possibility that they may have insights to offer. If not, you are at liberty to return them to the surface, by whatever means you see fit.
Oh dear.
I assure you that won't be necessary. Now, about your troubles with the ether burner.
Aye, aye, I'll walk you through it. Suppose I could do with a change of pace. As the name ought to tell you, the ether burner burns ether, ambient or otherwise, and transforms it into motive force. Think of it like a giant bomb that never stops exploding. Even out in that black void where the ether's right sparse, it's strong enough to move our arc. And it probably won't kill you like an actual bomb. But it ain't perfect. According to my calculations, to travel to the moon and back fast enough for the Forum's liking, The conversion rate needs to be 6% more efficient.
Dear. It's not that bad.
A measly 6%, you say? But if I could have squeezed even another 0.6 out of it, don't you think I'd have built it that way in the first place?
Oh dear.
Hast thou consulted with the Loporits?
Yes, they too are conducting their own research, for lack of a ready answer. The moon's propulsion systems are considerable, naturally, yet they are commensurately massive.
Oh yeah. They're like the size of the Crystal Tower, maybe.
It is no easy feat to convert their technology into an efficient means of propulsion for a teeny tiny toy boat, as they say, and as I most certainly do not.
Yes, exactly! Damn it all, I asked for refined adamantite and they send me uppity rabbits with inscrutable, ancient, incompatible technology! You trying to drive me mad?
Do you speak of Allegan refined adamantite, perchance?
You know of it?
Only in the most general terms, I'm afraid. 'Twas an alloy of Allegan make, but the secrets of its production were closely guarded. As I recall, the record stated it was vital to Dalaman's construction and launch.
Aye, that's the stuff. No material more conductive far as I know. Slotting some ins like blowing up a dam and watching the river of ether come rushing through. Ain't a living soul that knows how to make it though. We were fortunate enough to salvage some for the ether burner, just a wee bit, mind, from a chunk of Dalamud that came hurtling into the Northern Empty during the calamity. With more, well, that extra 6% efficiency would be child's play.
There's a broken ship on the moon.
We've no other sources.
Surely the many shards of Dalamud scattered throughout Eorzea would suffice. Why not get the refined adamantite from them?
Oh, we tried, believe you me. But only a few specialised pieces would have had any in them to begin with.
Oh.
Drive calls from Ragnarok-class internment hulks. Those are the prize bits we really need. But according to the Gleaners, getting to them means delving deep into the shards. And the defences are still very operational and very eager to blow them up. It's rough going in there, even for the Queen. Not sure they'd make it out alive.
Weren't we near that part of the Ragnarok when we went to destroy Bahamut?
Oh yeah.
That may be for the best, though you doubtless find the task too dull for your liking.
There are multiple internment hulks in Eorzea alone, so handling this ourselves may not be the most efficient option. Rather, if we could salvage adamantite from the shards simultaneously... Thancred, is the link shell we established before you went to Garlemald still active?
Of course. The floor is yours.
What's all this?
Gathering firewood, so to speak. We alone can accomplish little, but joined by others, we may yet build a bonfire to carry us heavensward.
Oh. Heavensward.
This is Alphino. The Scions have need of you.
For Garlemald? Is Sid over there now? Okay.
Understood. I will contact the Lord Commander and dispatch our finest at once.
My sisters are somewhat preoccupied with the final days, so I will lead the 12-Sword expedition myself.
Are you aware of any other sources of refined adamantite?
Logically, such an invaluable alloy would have been utilized solely where absolutely necessary, in components intended to conduct or collect surpassing amounts of ether. Any extant instrumentation or devices would have likely found their way into the hands of etherologists. or enthusiasts.
Okay.
Magical artifacts of Allagan design? The Eastern Alliance will send word to one and all. Are there other ways we may offer aid? No shards of the Lesser Moon scar our soil, but our stake in this cause is no less for it.
Is there anything in Othard that might be of use to you?
What did you say? Oh, you got friends in far places, lad. Anyway, if you're offering, I wouldn't say no to one of those Far Eastern sacred relics.
What? Okay.
Some of them can hold enough ether to summon a whole damn primal. Combine a source like that with the ether burner, and 3, 2, 1, kaboom!
I like this character.
I gather you heard his explosive enthusiasm. Might you secure us a suitable relic?
It shall be done. I know little of machines, but I promise we will do our utmost to gather the materials you need to finish your starship. I am glad for the work,
Serena.
in truth. Better to busy oneself than wait and fret over
I kind of
disasters
miss
foretold.
hearing Yugiri and Ihian, but this is okay too, I guess.
Then why are we all still standing about yapping? There's plunder for the taking. And I'm a born plunderer. I'll be an old
What's the guy
Charlie
say?
and before you know it. Start mixing the grog.
I'm certain that can be arranged. Thank you all, and do be careful.
Just like that.
Aye, just like that. Our refined adamantite is on its way.
Yay!
Now let
Alright.
us consider our next steps, shall we? There's yet much to be done.
I still don't like you. The dad. Hello. Oh. What brings you here? Oh. Right, okay. Oops. Oh, nice. What's that? Oh, is that the Omega thingy? Oh, nice. Pretty. It's times like these we're reminded of how famous or infamous Alphano has become. Who would have thought? Thanks for coming by. Who would have thought he could achieve so much with a single link prologue conversation? We're expecting rather lots of visitors in the near future. I'd best return to the surface and inform the relevant parties. I also have a contact of my own that might be worth a try. And who might that be? That's for me to know and for you to find out. Yeah, no, I leave matters here in your capable hands. Best of luck. Yay. Oh. What's this? Meanwhile, in Ulda. Oh, it's pretty far away. Oh, we haven't heard from the main.
Our course of action is clear. We must harvest refined adamantite from the shards of Dalamud and procure arcane relics of Allagan make.
We haven't seen Nanamo in a while. It's kind of cool.
Summon the best and brightest of our immortal flames and form an expeditionary party at once. Call upon the Sultan Sworn and brass blades for support as you must. Papashan, send word to the guilds. We will require the expertise of master artisans if we are to have any hope of identity.
Oh.
Guys, we have need of your stone torches. They are to assist the immortal flames in scouring the ruins and to help secure the surrounding areas. I trust I can count on your support.
As commander of the Stone Torches, my son Zimberk will personally see it done.
Zimberk.
Pippin, I would have you lead the raiding party. Assemble your finest, and with Chizona's blade clear the way. Lord Lolorito.
Hey, Lolorito's back.
Take charge of the search for Allagan relics. Surely you know of some being traded on open or clandestine markets, or sleeping in collectors' vaults. Of course, I ask not that you do this out of the kindness of your heart. By all means, profit on the transactions. I wish you the joy of it. The final days descend upon our world. If circumstances are truly as dire as they say, Uldar's best efforts may be for naught. And yet, when we Eorzeans rose from the ashes to rebuild our broken realm, did we not learn one simple truth? That which seems all but impossible to overcome alone may yet be possible if we stand together. It was the Scions who united us then, and it is the Scions who call upon us now. Uldar will answer that call. We will summon our courage and join the fight for our world's future. You know your duties. I, Nanamo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, bid you good luck and Godspeed.
It's nice to see the Eorzean alliance. Ulda especially. It's been a while since we've seen them. It was like way before we even entered Garlemald. That's so long ago. Black Shroud? I think they're gonna go through all the city-states, I guess. Oh. They're off searching. It's kind of nice to see the callback to the Realm Reborn characters.
We fielded a goodly number, but our ranks are heavy with healers, and an abundance of restorative magics will be of little help in destroying Dalamud's defenses. Still, it has ever been thus with Gridania. We must steel ourselves for a protracted engagement.
Oh hey, Alamigo's here.
In that case, might I suggest taking us along?
Oh, we saw his eyes a bit there. Lise. Oh man, it's been a while.
Commander Hext, what are you doing here?
None of the shards in Girabania are big enough to hold an internment hulk. So we said to ourselves, why not lend our neighbors a hand? We thought you might be short on people with a talent for breaking things.
While it pains me to admit it, you are right.
Gridania.
Our deficiency so plain to see.
Yes. Oh dear.
It might have been a lifetime ago, but I was once one of the scions assigned to the Shroud. I know this forest well. I know your people. And I know we will be stronger if we fight this fight together.
Oh yeah. Oh. Oh, Papa Limo. He's gone too.
Then I will impose upon you with a clear conscience. Come, let us speak of how to integrate our forces.
Seems like a pretty long cutscene for this.
I won't let it all be for nothing. I promise you,
Oh,
Papa Limo.
Papa Limo. He's dead then. Damn. I forgot if they made him... What's it called? Like a memorial for him. I don't remember. Brita had one, but... Corthus. This is music. Oh, it's been a while since we've been to Ishgard too.
There you are! We've no time to waste, brother. Everyone has already...
Oh, Hashrafal. No, his shield. That's so sad, man. It's pretty awesome that they're doing a callback to all the previous characters we've been with.
That was a roar! A dragon's roar!
Mm-hmm. Wait. Is that Vitra? There's no way. It's like so far away. It wouldn't be that bad for him to fly over there though. The Ruby Sea. That was a pretty long cutscene. It just keeps going. It's all the people we've encountered. Oh, we haven't seen him in a while.
And so, in summation, the Eastern Alliance, as well as the Honorable Lord Lolorito himself, reached out to me for assistance in procuring these treasures of the divine, and I, in turn, do beseech the Confederacy for aid. Hmm? Is that?
Oh, it's a Beast Tribe man.
Hancock? What a surprise.
Soroban. Oh my god, I haven't seen him in forever.
And a fortuitous one at that. I have a favor to ask, you see.
What? What's the favor? What is that? What's going on over there? There's the dragon, there's a snake. I don't remember that snake. Let's save. Assuming dragons. Now the primal might be summoned again. Am I seeing this thing? Okay. No. Though our friends are searching for the refined adamantite and sacred relics, we will only know if they meet your requirements once they have arrived. In the meantime, is there aught else we might do to be of service? You've already done more than enough. If I had to say though, I could use someone who knows a thing or two about elegant technology. You there, the lad with the red eyes and matching hair. You seem to know more than the average scholar. Of course he does. If only Master Cockle knew how right he was. While he and Graha established a rapport, why don't you help the preparations of the Great Exodus? Indeed, this would mean going above and beyond the terms of our arrangement, but I propose this is not to curry favor. As confident as I am that we will succeed, we must be ready for every eventuality. This would also be an opportunity to familiarize ourselves with the logistics of traversing the Great Expanse, and if nothing else, it beats twiddling our thumbs while we wait for the adamantite. Well, ain't you a bunch of helpful buggers? If you have a mind to lend a hand, I know where you ought to go. Charlotte Helmet is lousy with researchers and scholarly types, busying themselves preparing for the Exodus. Without that, I'll need help, all the help they can get. Oh. Off we go. Oh, nice. Okay. Graha's here. I shall endeavor to provide Master Kokol with whatever information he should require. Nice. So we can teleport. We can probably just teleport back. Surely. Yeah. Okay. I forgot I could do that. What a quaint settlement this is. A shame it's hidden underground. I don't mind a bit of heavy lifting, but I draw the line of paperwork. Oh. It's like the secrets of the central circuit, the researchers must navigate the bewildering maze of paperwork before they are permitted to return to the surface. I suppose it's no different from any other aspect of Charlene's society. We do love our bureaucracy, as very managed to be above, which is perhaps how I came to be Charlene Hamlet. Surprised I was to learn. As surprised as I was to learn of the forum planned to send everyone to the moon, I can't imagine how the common folk must feel about it. Do my senses deceive me in the shadow of yon corner? One can but hope this lead us to not too mischievous undertakings. What corner? What was he looking at? Dear, my summon's getting in the way. From what I can tell, a lot of people actually live down here. I don't know how much how much we can offer, but I dare say we'll benefit from some fresh inspiration. Let's start by asking around, ideally without getting in anyone's way. Go. Let's meet by the Aetheryte once our work is done. Okay, sure, let's go. Oh, there's another blue quest here. Veterinarian. Hey, sir, but I cannot help but notice you have a way about you that simply screams I have an affinity for creatures of the wilds. And since I'm never wrong about such things, might I trouble you? See, most of the truths of trolls living in this outer circuit, I came upon one who sick beyond measure. Back. There's not like limbs, things in the fields. Turn to you, seek his role. Spoke of and restore him before hearing back. Okay. Sure. Oh, are you one of the new helpers? Working on the ethereal burner. Oh dear. I hear things have come to a standstill on that front. Even so, I choose to come that over my current duties. Checking and loading samples day in, day out is tiring, thankless work. Still, no one will be cross if I misplace a few legumes, or what have you. The firm's got enough on their plate as it is. What with deciding who gets to board the Ark and when. A lot of powerful people have opinions about that. My heart goes out to the Master Fortuner and the others. Hardly getting a moment's rest, I expect. They even have time to sleep. Okay. Steady courage. Helping with the Ark, even with all the power of Master Cockle's Master Cockle's managed to squeeze out of the ether burner, it's still not enough apparently. Now I hear the final days have arrived, horrible creatures running rampant all over. If only we'd begun the exodus sooner. People are dying, and there'll be no end to it if we don't fulfill our duties. We spent years preparing for this moment, believe in the plan, and all will be well. The plan. They sound so cultish, though. Oh, there's the last one. Poultice. Offering help, that's very kind, but I should be able to organize the rest of the documents by myself. No, it's mostly lists of things we'll need once we arrive on the moon, and whichever star we choose as our new home. My duties largely concern the maintenance of living conditions, so it'll be a lot busier after we depart. I think the lunar collaborators have come down to assist in our efforts. I'm looking forward to finally meeting them in person, after having communicated with them in such a limited capacity thus far. To be perfectly honest, I have not even the slightest idea what they look like. I do hope they're not enormous looming giants. Why, I would much prefer something small and fluffy, like a beheaded rabbit that ran by. Oh. Well, got news for you, girl. It's a frog. Let's get that ether quest. Oh, it's so pretty here. I would love to live in Charlian. It's so pretty. Oh, I can't jump over this. Yes, I can. Like, it's even like down here. Oh, this is not, it doesn't open. Oh dear. Oops. What the heck is that thing? Oh, it's another troll. It's a big one now. Oh, it's so cute. Here's from fruit. It's like a dog. What is this red thing? You been in here? Can we go in here? No. What is it? Just some weird red building. Oh damn, that thing's really here. Look, he's returned. I can't thank you enough. I know they may not look it, but the trolls are really quite intelligent. Indeed, they are an intrinsic part of the woodlands of Labyrinthos, and keep it healthy and thriving. Though we have a responsibility to put down the more violent and unruly ones, most trolls, such as this one, are kind, docile things. In fact, my friends here has a real chance of becoming leader of his tribe. Perhaps even the guardian of the forest someday. It is we who saw these creatures removed from their natural habitats and relocating them within Labyrinthos. Thus, we have a responsibility to watch over each of them to ensure that all is well. And it would be cruel to dispose of one simply because they're under the weather. Okay. Yes. Thank you. We're getting there. Oh, they're here. Cooking way. Living way. To appear the Loporits have infiltrated Charlian's most heavily guarded facility. How? I know not. Fancy meeting you here, Zergil. Our friends from the forum brought us to see the teeny tiny boat, which was quite impressive considering they didn't use any creation magics. Only. What we're really interested in is Ithrios itself, though we now find ourselves in a sort of funny underground miniaturized version of it. We were hoping the forum would give us a tour, but it appears they're rather preoccupied. Honestly, all the time to prepare and they're still not ready. I suppose we'll have to show ourselves around, or at least that's what we're planning on doing until we chance upon Orianger and your good self. Since you both are dawdling about, engaging in idle chit-chat, perhaps you could show us a few points of interest. Won't that be fun? Sure. Orianger. A tour of Labyrinthos. Unexpected yet prudent suggestion. Given the similarities betwixt these artificial environments and the best ways burrow, it would be in our best interest to have the Loporits acquaint themselves with those conditions deemed optimal by the Charlian collaborators. I fear, however, the continued reliance upon my limited knowledge would risk narrowing their rather than broadening their perspectives. Mayhap thou art better suited to lead this venture. What a marvelous idea! Might we begin with the big what's it over there over yonder? Which one? The what's it. I shall leave its explanation to Sterko. Big what's it? That thing? That building? No, there's somewhere else. Actually don't know what those are. Goodness me, to build something so large without creation magics is positively stupendous. Perhaps you could direct our attention to the most important features? I don't know what that is. Okay. Search the apparatus for points of potential interest. You might move the camera while to zoom in and out. Try again. Okay. Okay. That looks like the trees in greatest of Endsvale. Hold on, it's a bit of a strange shape. It's thin at the bottom but big round at the top. Quite tall for something so unbalanced too. No, it makes sense. That's where you store the water. Oh, it's a water tower. The tanks. It's a little hard to see from here, but that's a golden pipe connected to the top of those tanks. And I can see through the window another pipe at the bottom. This must be for purifying water drawn up from below. Tube. That's for water purification. Is that water I hear inside the big great tube? It must be because of those cogs and gigantic wheel at the top. See, that's how they draw water, up the water. That's probably some sort of spiral-shaped mechanism inside too. I feel like this is like a nice little breather before they get serious again. They always do this kind of thing. So the next part after this is gonna be freaking painful, probably. If I were to hazard a guess, the water drawn from underground, presumably some other mechanism, is purified here and stored in the tower before being distributed elsewhere. Yeah. I'm right, aren't I? I knew it. A design is brilliant in its simplicity. I dare say it would take only a moment to install in even the harshest environments, for us Loporrits, that is. Indeed, securing a reliable source of water is of utmost importance for any fledgling settlement. We have read, however, that people of Etheria sometimes make their homes in arid deserts and such. How are they able to survive? Oasis. Waterfalls are common sites for villages in Garavania. So, wherever you choose to live, you're never far from water. Oh dear, I worry we won't be able to procure the necessary amount. We can provide enough water to keep them from drying out completely, but it would appear that they rely on it far more than we anticipated. A few adjustments may be in order once we've calculated the average rate of consumption per individual. It may also be worth learning about how exactly they obtain their water in the first place. Did Charlian just not talk to them? I feel like this conversation would have already happened already. Master Alfonso spoke of the machinery responsible for the feed during our journey through Logiston Alpha. Logisticon Alpha, did he not? Mayhap the Loporrits will share his appreciation for that engineering marvel. Oh yes, that sounds absolutely splendid. We must journey beyond the sanctuary of Charlon Hamlet. I shall lead the way. You mean, well, to brave the untamed wilderness. By concern indeed, we could not help but notice the many dangerous-looking creatures with big nasty teeth looking beyond the safe confines of this settlement. Were we not escorted here by burly custodians, I dread to think what would have become of us. Regrettably, many a hungry predator with aforementioned big nasty teeth, Loporrits may appear a potential rather appetizing source of sustenance. Oh dear. Might I impose upon thee to assist securing safe passage to the Logisticon Alpha? For my part, I shall act as escort to living way and cooking way, and trust stinging way and growing way in thy care. Why don't we just all go together? A more valiant protector that I could not wish for. Godspeed. Okay. Let's go. I guess you store with me. If it's all the same to you, I'd rather not be eaten by some horrid beastie. Come along, growing way. The water extraction, what's it? It's pretty far away, isn't it? It's okay. Dear, there's a stop over here somewhere. What's happened? not clear as we'd like. You go and take a look. Dear. Thank you so much. I really hope this water session, what's it, is worth its harrowing experiences. All part of the fun, some might say, but I'd rather not be burnt to a crisp if that's the same to you. Oh dear. Oops. My friends, I bid you welcome to Logisticon Alpha. Nope. This session doth lie to the left's top. Pray follow me, okay? Why are we going on this field trip with them? Wait, what? Okay. Singing way. Marvelous, simply marvelous. So this is where the magic or science rather takes place. The perfect environment to sustain life, actually created, artificially created. The knowledge we'll gain here will be essential for when we start looking for new stars for your kind to inhabit. Apparently most of them don't even have air for you to breathe. You're all very lucky that Aetherius so happens to provide you with everything you need to thrive. Or did mankind turn out that way because of the available resources, I wonder? Either way, it's nothing sort of miraculous, and I cannot wait to see more of it. Except this is all wonderful, I'm sure, but I was rather hoping to learn more about your nourishment provision facilities. In other words, where is the food? I believe knowledge and consumables you seek is found at Merrill Ergonomics. I imagine Sing Wei and the others intend to study every conceivable facet of this apparatus. Thus, be so kind to escort our visiting culinarian. Yes, that sounds more interesting. Hopefully I'll be able to see some firsthand of the delicacies your ranger was telling me about. He's incredibly vivid for a bit, if a bit verbose, descriptions cannot compare to sampling them myself. Not to mention, Aetherius will soon be no more, so I must learn all I can while there's still time. Let's go. Oh, there's no teleporter for that one. To walk there. Cooking way. I can't believe she went here on her own. Or he? I don't remember. Is this the place? Yes. The heady aroma was enough to guide me here, and I've spotted several of the fruit vegetables featured in our compendium. I'd dearly love to try some, but I read that those who help themselves to a farmer's crops without permission are often caught and put into pies. Perhaps you could ask whoever's in charge if they would be willing to part with a few samples. Oh, she's following, or he's following me. What a fine mess this is. Home Nav and Ashaft. Next to the sun, Foreign decides it will become our new home. All so sudden, so unreal. Don't you want to go to the moon? It's better than waiting for the final days to claim us, but no matter how careful it's all planned, we'll never be able to take every variety of flora fauna with us. Even the ones we can take may not survive in their new environment, so many species doomed to extinction. Sorry, that's not what you came to talk about, is it? Nothing quite so dire, I assure you. We merely wish to sample a little of your produce if we may. By all means, help yourself. Much appreciated, good fellow. There. I mean, I guess this is important, but at the same time, I'm like, there's more grapes, yes? And let's see if they're delicious as they look. The grapes. The updated grapes. Sweet, so sour, they taste much like a ripe philosopher carrot, and yet the texture is entirely different. The contrast between the outer skin and fruit is most peculiar, though far from unpleasant. Yes, I think I'll try another. I hope they add grapes to this. It's certainly given me food for thought, though in a far less visceral manner than a philosopher's carrot. But tell me, what's your opinion of grapes? I brave for choice. Yeah, grapes are good. Please add grapes to the carrots. They're rather Moorish, aren't they? And from what I've read, quite versatile too. Something about people stepping them. Intoxicating beverages, as I recall. Yeah, for wine as well. Anyway, that's enough about grapes for the time being. On to the next treat. Is this apples? Or oranges? Orange by name, orange by nature. What came first, the fruit or the color? Who cares? Let's eat. Yes, Equal parts sweet and sour, as with grapes, yet nothing alike. I may have to consult Oriansher about expanding my vocabulary. I simply cannot find the words to describe it. Perhaps what I'm looking for is bitter. Oh, this is very complicated, you know? So many flavors, so many choices, each individual with their own personal preferences. Now I see why you all turned your noses up at the idea of eating nothing but oranges or carrots. Marvelous though. They're still my estimation. Let no one say I said otherwise. Oh, that's funny. I didn't know that. But speaking of carrots, I have yet to sample any vegetables. Let's see what's in the field. Over there. Sira, and welcome back. Deloys. Is this pumpkins? What is pumpkins? Surprised there's no apples yet. This is over there. Or strawberries, lemons. Color texture, there's some sort of enormous round carrots. Round carrots. No, in any case, proper nomenclature is less concerned than the taste. Blech, it's hard and flavorless. I may as well be chewing on a piece of wood, damn. That all but confirms it. These are nothing more than misbegotten failures, masquerading as godly carrots. That's so funny. Stop, you can't. Can't you see? These are pumpkins. And no one in the sense would try eating them raw. You're supposed to cook them first. Do you not find it an awful bother? Far from it, cooking is a joy unto itself. And what's more, it broadens the range of ingredients that we may safely eat. All else, cooking allows us to draw full potential of our produce. Pumpkin stew has been... Oh, I've never heard of that. As long as I can remember. Pumpkin stew? Then perhaps... These hard blocks of plant matter can become delicious as the orange I sampled. As the orange I sampled. Oh. I wonder though if there's anything even more delicious. How about that yellow fruit over yonder? These lemons? These are lemons. There's no apples here. It's weird. What a wondrous fragrance. With luck, it'll have flavor to match. That's sour. I have no idea how these are eaten. I'll just bite into it. Oh no. My tongue, is this poison? Oh no. A lemon, you mean? It's supposed to taste like this? How can something so similar to an orange be so revolting? It may be some time before my palate recovers from this ordeal. As such, I had best call an end to this round of sampling. Let us say our farewells and return to the others. Oh, that's hilarious. Finished, have you? I trust you found something to your liking. I'm rather enamored with grapes and oranges. Less so with the pumpkin, though I learned it the hard way. You're not supposed to be eaten raw. Then there was the lemon, the deceiver. I still feel so violated. Oh, that's funny. First time, was it? I'd hate for you to leave with a bad taste in your mouth. In more ways than one, so I'll give you a lemon muffin I baked. If it doesn't change your opinion, nothing will. Muffin? Lemon muffin? There's better stuff you can make with lemons. Have I not suffered enough? Nevertheless, it would be remiss of me to spurn the opportunity to... A bit sick. Oh, a bit of sick came up. Oh, gross. Learn more of your inscrutable ways. Very well, lemon muffin, do your worst. Oh, that's so cute. Oh man. Lemon cheesecake. There's so many other things you could have given her. This is delicious. Well, I mean, they were just making raw carrots up there. I don't know why. Although I still detect a hint of lemon. I guess Charlian is not really known for food, so the information they gave them is terrible. I still detect a hint of lemon. It complements sweetness of dough and create a perfect harmony. I never would have guessed this vile bitterness could be utilized so elegantly. My good chap, this is simply breathtaking. See, we rarely use lemon in its natural state, but it's a starring role in all sorts of recipes. And the same is true for many other ingredients. It comes down to the making the most of certain of the resources we have at our disposal. And sometimes it can even be the difference between life and death. I know we won't be able to take every species with us. No doubt the Forum agonized over what's worth preserving. And what will be consigned to history. Hard choices, but make them we must if we're to survive. Such strength of will. Now I know what Hydaelyn sees in your kind. Oh. Mankind, the Loporrits, we were both born from the accumulated knowledge of the ancients. They learned all there is to learn about the nature of sentient life and the fate of the stars themselves. Once a civilization has fulfilled basic requirements for survival, it will inevitably seek to eliminate all forms of negativity to achieve perfection. And therein lies its folly and its downfall. For perfection is an unattainable ideal. 'Tis the paradox of the immaculate carrot. Oh dear. Yet civilizations since time immemorial have deemed the pursuit of perfection as progress. They pay no heed to the cost incurred in their futile quest, and all too often become architects of their own demise, their dreams forever unfulfilled. What then is the alternative? The answer lies in knowing that our existence can never be perfect. To be content with what we have, and make the most of it. That's a nice sentiment. When life gives you lemons, make lemon muffins. Aw. Pardon my Eorzean, but when the seven hells are you on about, and who are you anyway? Oh yeah. Cooking Way at your service. I'm here to help prepare for the trip to the moon. And once you're there, you'll be able to try my carrots. I've been growing all different kinds. But don't worry, there'll be room for your crops too. We'll work together to preserve as many of Aetheris' species as possible, if you're up to the challenge. Couldn't they, like, float a bunch of the plants on the moon? Of course, I'll look forward to it. Well, this has been highly productive. Probably. Let's go and see if Ranger and the others have run out of machinery to inspect, shall we? Poison? I can't believe she said poison. With a lemon. Although, I did agree about the pumpkin. Oh man, that's so far. We've come so far in this story, it's crazy to think about. Oh dear. Crane, by Cooking Way's Broadgrain, I assume your excursion was a roaring success. Whoops, what the? Where have you and Cooking Way been? If you two are engaged in pursuits of educational nature, you should have taken me too. I'm the leader after all. What the? That was most enlightening, especially the part with the lemon muffin. Actually, I was wondering, do you know of any places famed for their cuisine? Ooh. Let's go with Limsa. Limsa has good food. Would that I had time to visit. The more I learn of Aetheris, the more I wish I could spare it from the final days. Aw. Hydaelyn's orders are to flee, not to resist. If only there was some other way. I trust thine time at Mariel Ergonomics did bear fruit. Our own efforts too were rewarded. We now possess in you an embarrassment of educational riches. No doubt our guest's relentless pursuit of knowledge could occupy them and us for a fortnight. Alas, time is of the essence. Let us return to the Charlian Hamlet forthwith. I shall gladly attend to each and every loporate there, should further questions within my power to answer arise. Okay. Let's go, Ranger. Aw, Going Way. Because they have to... There we go. Wait, I assume they can use the aetheryte stones too, can't they? To teleport? I would be teleporting everywhere. If we could. Cooking Way, oh. Okay. Who was this? Growing Way? Oh no. Sigh. Yes, Rigo. That was indeed me verbalizing a sigh to express my emotional state. Do you want to know why? Because I saw the constructed environmental data for Aetheris at Logisticon Alpha, that's why. A forest so lovely, so leafy. Are all your oh yeah, because he took a walk with us. Are all your forests like that? Oh, this one. Gasp, I say. Gasp, gasp, I say. With a star so wonderful, it comes to no surprise that you were reluctant to leave it behind. I was a fool to think otherwise, to assume the moon was something worth being proud of. Oh, that's so sad, no. How ridiculous we must seem to you, trying so hard to achieve, yet achieving so little. Oh, that's so sad. They did a lot though. I don't know. The works are no less worthy of their uniqueness. I thought I heard tiny voices. Oh, it's Tancred. How didst thou fare? Oh, I was able to glean a fair bit from the researchers while helping move their cargo. Preparations have proceeded without interruption here. Despite the news of the coming end, we have the forum's leadership to thank for that. That doesn't mean people aren't worried though, quite the opposite. Knowing disaster could strike at any moment, they hurry to complete their work equally aware that a single error could be the difference between life and death, and we can hardly tell them there's no cause for concern. Perhaps not, though aided by our goodly growing way, we may yet find other ways to lighten their burden. Me, be of use to people. I'm honored that you would think of me so capable. I'm not sure I'm up for the challenge. Nevertheless, I believe in thee. They've done so much, though. Even if you say so, I suppose I can't hurt but try. I passed someone moping in the Western Plaza looking to be in need of a helping paw. Perhaps you might start with him? 'Tis a good place as any. Come. Oh, they're so cute, man. I'm glad for their presence. It brings some lightheartedness to this heavy story. You'd best go with them. I don't think Ranger misjudged him, but growing away does look like he could use some emotional support. I still have work to complete elsewhere. I trust I won't return to find any loperates in tears. Oh no, I hope not. Troubled researcher. Oh, can I help you? It is you who would help me. Is my anxiety truly so obvious? A burden shared is a burden eased. Pray tell us thy troubles. Those little fellows do look good, like good listeners. I'm an engineer, you see, and what they say of the ship. This is some of decades of Charlotte ingenuity. It's built with peerless, elegant technology. Is all true, but I know none of that's a guarantee. We've never launched the starfaring vessel, let alone flown it to the great expanse. Oh, all the tests we've run have been on the ground. Only operational personnel and cargo will be aboard the first voyage, but even so, if it fails us, then what can we do? Even if it doesn't, it could fall apart the next flight and be, or one thing after another, or one after that. That is a concern. We've done everything we can to prevent that from happening, but it hardly matters. We thought the ether burner's design was flawless too. And look how that turned out. Why didn't they make more than one ship? Like, if they made 6, even if they were slower, you could do multiple trips. I don't know. Oh, whatever. Not familiar with these most daunting technologies. Thus dost thou hold the power to ally his fears? I'm not sure about that, but well... Maybe you could tell me if there are any aspects of the ship's design that you're especially worried about. They have creation magic, don't they? Our ability to walk about and perform our tasks, for one. I have devised a means by which to employ gravity, a spatio-temporal spell, to regulate the environment. But what if it's not strong enough? What if everyone floats away and begins crashing into things as soon as we left the star? Ah, gravitation. Maybe I can be of help after all. Up there is no different from down here, you see. The same rules apply, if you consider them as part of one great big cosmos rather than separate places. Oh. Oh, nice. Let them be. I suspect both parties shall find comfort in this conversation. Yet, if Thancred's tale be true, still others would benefit from insights born of experience. Might it prevail upon the lepers to attend them? An excellent idea, if I do say so myself. There is not we'd like more than to ease the hearts of the fine people of Etheirys, and learn more about them while we're at it. Full glad am I to hear it. Gather thy companions and bring them hither. Thou hast a gift for finding souls in need of succor. Pray seek thee out the distressed and apprehensive, and inform them the help is at hand. I shall await them here and might introduce them to each to a suitable lot parade. That's actually pretty cool. It's like a shadowing thing for a trainee. I do so look forward to that. A place every Loperate and every Loperate in their place. Oh. How adorable. I can't get over how cute they are. Jump over this? No, I cannot. Oof, damn, I have to go all the way around. Oh, there's one right here. Anxious engineer. Where's he? What am I thinking about? The medical facilities of the ship, of course. Crew from the moon? Oh, why did I not think of that? There's another one here. There's one over there too. Quite a few of them. Capricious researcher. And the world is nigh, and the faster other bullocks than next. It's burning off. Only sleep can save her now. Oh dear. Where'd the other one go? Level-headed engineer. Concerns nay, there's no point to worrying at this stage. It'll only make the work go that much slower. Seems to be coping well. Okay, we'll go this way. There's one here. Distracted researcher. Why is he collecting weeds? I'm not neglecting my duties, I swear. I was in need of a little break, you see. I found myself unable to relax at all, so I went for a walk. I noticed these weeds and I started taking them out. Or she. Station partners, oh so fuzzy, goodness me, that does sound like quite a better way to relax. God, she's like losing her mind. Anyone up here? Nope, okay. Oh my god, my chest is tight, am I dying? This is what dying feels like. Oh my. Oh, do pardon me. I do see you there. There is no cause for concern, I assure you. No cause for concern, even though we may need to depart at any moment. If the hull I designed buckles under the strain, the entire vessel may explode on launch. I mean, oh my god. Jesus, dude. Our visitors can help triple check the structural flaws, you say? Why, that would be wonderful and breathing more easily already. Irrescribble administrator? Have you seen a fellow lying about? Which means... Okay, there's a lot of these. I'm just gonna kind of skip through whatever they're saying. I'm just gonna read in my head. Okay. Naturalist. Face what's wrong with... Oh, it's a bit tense. Up there. Also, thinks he's